Weekly Artificial Intelligence News. Hello viewers, welcome back to your one-stop shop for all news AI. We're back once more with the latest, sometimes shocking happenings of the artificial intelligence universe. From UN failing to agree on banning killer robots, TinyML introducing neural networks, AI system that can think fast and slow, to the eye as a window into the heart, AI camera reading facial expressions, Wondercraft raising 45 million, and the upcoming World AI Cannes Festival, we have it all. So without further ado, let's jump right into our weekly updates. However, before we do, we request you to subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to never miss another upload of ours. Having said that, let's get right into it. Highlights of the week. UN fails to agree on killer robot ban. Autonomous weapon systems, commonly known as killer robots, may have killed human beings for the first time ever last year, according to a recent United Nations Security Council report on the Libyan civil war. History could well identify this as the starting point of the next major arms race, one that has the potential to be humanity's final one. The United Nations Convention on Certain Conventional Weapons debated the question of banning autonomous weapons at its once every 5 years review meeting in Geneva, December 13th through 17th of 2021, but didn't reach consensus on a ban. Established in 1983, the convention has been updated regularly to restrict some of the world's cruelest conventional weapons, including landmines, booby traps, and incendiary weapons. TinyML bringing neural networks to microcontrollers. Recent years have also seen a reverse trend, a concerted effort to create machine learning models for edge devices. Called Tiny Machine Learning or TinyML, these models are suited for devices that have limited memory and processing power, and in which internet connectivity is either non-present or limited. The latest in these efforts, a joint work by IBM and the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, MIT, addresses the peak memory bottleneck of convolutional neural networks, CNN, a deep learning architecture that's especially critical for computer vision applications. Detailed in a paper presented at the NeurIPS 2021 conference, the model is called MCU Net v2 and can run CNNs on low memory and low power microcontrollers. AI system that thinks fast and slow. Today's AI systems, mostly centered around machine learning and deep learning, are limited to narrow applications, require large amounts of training data or expertise, and are very sensitive to changes in their environments. Researchers are looking to various fields of science to find solutions to the current limits of AI systems. A new concept, proposed by researchers from various organizations and universities, draws inspiration from the two-system thinking framework proposed by Nobel laureate psychologist and economist Daniel Kahneman. Introduced in a paper published online, the technique is called Slow and Fast AI, SOFI. SOFI uses metacognition to arbitrate between different modes of inference to improve the efficiency of AI systems in using data and compute resources. Technique improves AI ability to understand 3D space. Researchers have developed a new technique, called monocon, that improves the ability of artificial intelligence, AI, programs to identify three-dimensional, 3D objects and how those objects relate to each other in space, using two-dimensional 2D images. For example, the work would help the AI used in autonomous vehicles navigate in relation to other vehicles using the 2D images it receives from an onboard camera. We live in a 3D world, but when you take a picture, it records that world in a 2D image. AI programs receive visual input from cameras. So if we want AI to interact with the world, we need to ensure that it's able to interpret what 2D images can tell it about 3D space. In this research, we're focused on one part of that challenge. How can we get AI to accurately recognize 3D objects, such as people or cars, in 2D images, and place those objects in space, says Tianfu Wu, corresponding author of a paper on the work and an assistant professor of electrical and computer engineering at North Carolina State University. Eye as a window into the heart. Scientists have developed an artificial intelligence, AI, system that could analyze eye scans taken during a routine visit to an optician or eye clinic and identify patients at a high risk of a heart attack. Doctors have recognized that changes to the tiny blood vessels in the retina are indicators of broader vascular disease, including problems with the heart. In the research led by the University of Leeds, deep learning techniques were used to train the AI system to automatically read retinal scans and identify those people who, over the following year, were likely to have a heart attack. Deep learning is a complex series of algorithms that enable computers to identify patterns in data and to make predictions. Writing in the journal Nature Machine Intelligence, the researchers report that AI system had an accuracy of between 70 and 80% and could be used as a second referral mechanism for in-depth cardiovascular investigation. This technique opens up the possibility of revolutionizing the screening of cardiac disease. Retinal scans are comparatively cheap and routinely used in many optician practices. As a result of automated screening, patients who are at high risk of becoming ill could be referred to specialist cardiac services. These scans could also be used to track the early signs of heart disease. AI light field camera reads 3D facial expressions. A joint research team led by Professors Ki-Hoon Jung and Do-Han Lee from the KAIST Department of Bio and Brain Engineering reported the development of a technique for facial expression detection by merging near-infrared light field camera techniques with artificial intelligence AI technology. Unlike a conventional camera, the light field camera contains micro-lens arrays in front of the image center, which makes the camera small enough to fit into a smartphone, while allowing it to acquire the spatial and directional information of the light with a single shot. The technique has received attention as it can reconstruct images in a variety of ways, including multi-views, refocusing, and 3D image acquisition, giving rise to many potential applications. Exoskeleton developer Wondercraft raises $45 million in funding. Wondercraft, a Paris-based developer of exoskeletons, raised $45 million in Series C funding. The company plans to use the funding to develop and launch a personal exoskeleton for outdoor and home use, as well as to accelerate the deployment of Atlante, Wondercraft's rehabilitation exoskeleton in the United States. Atlante is a self-balanced, lower body exoskeleton that emulates the way we humans walk. The company began clinical trials for the exoskeleton in 2017. It was CE marked in 2019. The exoskeleton is designed to allow the wearer to freely move their upper body and torso with the company's hands-free feature. The exoskeleton is used to help physical therapy patients walk faster and with more ease. We're super excited to have attracted world-class investors from the USA and Europe to advance the development program of the company, Matteo Masselin, CEO of Wondercraft, said. With the support of patients, medical professionals, and the deep tech community, Wondercraft's team has created a unique technology that improves rehabilitation care and will soon enable people in wheelchairs to regain autonomy and improve their everyday health. WAICF, connecting the best AI actors to ignite positive change. Join the World AI Cans Festival, the global event bringing together organizations and individuals to explore how AI will shape our future. Get inspired by the most brilliant minds, successful entrepreneurs, and rising stars of the industry who will share their stories, strategies, and visions. A high-level confidence program will be hosting over 100 speakers from around the world and from rich and diverse backgrounds. Get a complete vision of AI in all of its diversity, challenges, and complexity through our 5 tracks. AI for Society. Understand the benefits of artificial intelligence for society and our planet, and the challenges to overcome. AI today and tomorrow. Explore what AI can do today to imagine what future innovations will bring to tomorrow's society and organizations. AI strategy. Get key insights to improve your AI strategy and scale your business to the next level. AI technology. Learn how to best use the different AI technologies and shape your innovation mindset with top-level speakers. AI applications. Get an overview of the progress AI can bring to organizations thanks to focuses on various industries. With that, we come to the end of our weekly updates. If you enjoyed the content, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Join in next week for more of such exciting updates.